Okay, I'm going to go over the discrimination mode, kind of explain how it works and how to change some settings within discrimination. So right now we're in all metal mode. To go to discrimination, you just push the disc AM button, and now we're in discrimination mode. And as you can see, it's got R's under iron 1 through 3, so that means it's going to reject the iron targets in that area. And we can, try it by swinging a nail over it here. And as you can see, it's totally ignoring the nail. The discrimination mode can be adjusted by using the discrimination plus and minus buttons here. If you want less discrimination, you just push down, and you can go all the way down to just discriminate level 1 iron, and everything else will pass. This nail will probably show up now. Yeah, kind of hit or miss, but it will catch it. It shows up as iron 2. And you can go discrimination level all the way up to looks like the zinc penny level. Anything above that you cannot discriminate out. And we'll try a zinc penny, that corroded one we had before, and see if it shows up now. Nope, totally ignores it. So discriminates that out. We'll do a newer style pull tab. Does not see it. We'll do an old style beaver pull tab. Doesn't see it either. And we can try a gold ring here. May or may not catch that. It's probably going to discriminate it out. Yep, definitely misses it. So that's kind of shows you what happens when you use too much discrimination if you're trying to find jewelry and stuff like that. We'll try a couple nickels here. We've got a war nickel and also a clad nickel. We'll try both of those. It's the war nickel, doesn't see it. Clad, doesn't see it. So discrimination on is fairly accurate. The other thing you can do with discrimination is notching. We'll go back down to level 3 on discrimination, and the stuff that we checked before we could recheck, but I mean it's pretty accurate with it. But what we can do is we can notch things in and out, and you hit the notch button, and then you use your up and down discrimination arrows to go through, and you can individually add or remove things. So if we want to come up here and we can notch out the zinc penny, we'll go to zinc penny and hit notch, and now we've got rejection under zinc penny, and we can check that with that corroded penny we have. Yep, see it misses it now still. And then we'll do a copper penny. Still catches it, so that's how the notch feature works. And if you want to re-notch the penny back in, you go back to notch, use your arrows to go back to the zinc penny, hit notch again, and it adds it back in. You can also kind of do like a pass on stuff too. So like if we'll notch everything out to zinc penny, and then if we want to pull something back out of there, we'll hit notch, and we can go to say our nickel and hit notch again, and it's no longer rejecting nickels, so both of our nickels should show up now. That's the war nickel, and that's our clad nickel. So we can see it's letting our nickels back through again. The notch feature on it works really good. I can't really say I use it much because I normally search in all metal mode, unless I'm just in a really, really trashy area and just kind of coin shooting. So, but other than notching stuff in and out, the other thing that we can do with this is it has a zap feature, which we'll go back to the standard discrimination, say 1 through 3. And what we can do now is we can wave an item in front of the coil, and we can zap that item out, so it will ignore that in the future. So if we have, say you want to zap out, beaver tail, we'll ring it up here and see what we get on it. Comes up as a pull tab 45, and if we want to zap that, we push zap, and it should ignore that target now. Yeah. It'll ignore that target, but stuff around it, as long as it's not discriminated out, it will still come through. To unzap it, trying to remember for sure how to unzap. I think we've got to go back to discrimination and just hit down, and you can unzap it, or I believe you can just notch it after that. So that's kind of just general functions and a little bit of explanation of the discrimination, notching, zapping on the unit. A couple of other just general things on it. We've got a depth display over here. It goes 0 through 10 inches. It's fairly accurate, but it's accurate for coin size items. So if you're hitting something that's bigger or smaller than a coin, that's definitely not going to be accurate. But if you got coin sized, it's pretty accurate. Let's see, discrimination level, sensitivity up and down. If you want higher sensitivity, you can just push up, down. The ground balancing and stuff, I'll go over that a little bit later because it's kind of nasty outside today, so it's a little bit difficult to go out and show you ground balancing. I will tell you that the preset ground balance works okay, and if you look at the ground balance knob, it's got a preset, which is all the way counterclockwise. You can run the detector in preset ground balance, it works okay, but you will have issues when you go to pinpoint. You won't be able to get very close to the ground before it starts picking up the ground. So once you pinpoint, you really want to do a manual ground balance on it, and it's pretty easy to do. But like I said, I can cover that later, along with showing you some, I guess, kind of recovery time and stuff on different items. I'll set them up and do some scans with it, and show you some tricks I've learned on pinpointing. I've been very, very happy with pinpointing on this machine. I can pinpoint something pretty well 100% of the time, even with multiple targets. If there's multiple close targets, there's some tricks you can use to get pretty accurate pinpointing with it. So that'll be some stuff I can show you guys a little bit later. But for now, it's about all I have. If you have any questions, just post below and ask. Otherwise, if there's anything I forgot, things you want to know, just give me a message and ask me, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. Thanks a lot.